Winners find a way to get things done no matter what comes their way. Losers are always going to find an excuse as to why they can't get things done. So I want you to really take a look at yourself and ask yourself, are you a winner or a loser? Are you always trying to find a way to get out of things you said you were going to do? Are you always trying to find a shortcut around the difficult things to try and make things easier, or to cheat to get ahead? Or do you just trust the process and do what needs to be done? Trying to cheat your way through things, trying to find little shortcuts that aren't going to benefit you, that are keeping you from learning the things you need to learn, are only messing you up in the long run. Trial by fire is the best way to learn things. Unfortunately, I personally would love to take shortcuts, but taking shortcuts is not always the solution. Sometimes you have to just walk through the fire to learn the lesson that's going to get you forward. And if you somehow find a way to skip over the fire, you're going to miss out on the lesson and you're not going to be prepared for what's coming your way. Try not to always see obstacles as a bad thing. Sometimes obstacles are the things that help us grow during the process. And try to remember that it's going to take time to build the best version of yourself. The person you are right now took years and years to be crafted. However old you are, that's how long it took for you to become this version of yourself. There's no timeline on how long it's going to take for you to become the new version of yourself that you want to be. So just be patient with the journey. Be willing to go through the pain. Be willing to go through the difficult days. Be willing to face the obstacles head on. Be willing to walk through the fire. Everything you're going through right now is going to pay off as long as you keep going. If you give up in the middle of the fire, like if you just stop in the middle of a fire, first of all, I want to ask you, like, why would you stop in the middle of a fire? That's stupid. But if you stop in the middle of a fire, then how are you ever going to get out of the fire? You're going to be in the middle of the fire burning. And really, if we're being real, that's something a lot of people do. A lot of people will stop in the middle of a fire and hope that somebody comes to extinguish the fire for them. Try not to rely on other people to come extinguish your fire. It's your fire. In the habit of trying to get on the other side of the fire, or get your own fire extinguisher. Don't look for other people to save you. The only person that can save you is you. If you're waiting on somebody else, you may be waiting forever. So unless you're willing to spend your entire life hoping that somebody comes to extinguish your fire, you gotta be prepared. You gotta learn how to take care of yourself. You're perfectly capable of doing anything you set your mind to. But if you set your mind and tell yourself that you're not capable, then it's never gonna happen. And really, you don't have anybody to blame for that but yourself, because you already made your mind up.